We've journeyed over the seas, expanded city streets, and pioneered new ways of doing things, so we could craft the greatest loaf of bread for all Tasmanians to taste. At the heart of Cripps are baking and community. At Cripps, we hand test our dough every day.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is STJFL Under 12 Grand Final between the Clarence Roos and the North Hobart Demons. The Roos are out on the ground, led by their coach, Matthew Gapin, and their captain, number 10, Blake Harper. These guys have been the form side of the season, and they will be very difficult to beat coming into this grand final. They got some big names out there, and I am joined up on the commentary camera by Martin Duffy. Good morning, Duff.
Good morning. Yes, up here, beautiful bird's eye view, and you're right, they're led by the great man, Matty Gapin, of course. He's the local Iron Man, I think you'll find there, Tubes.
Yep.
So they'll be very, very fit, these boys, and ready to go.
My word, they will. Make no mistake, though, they've got a big team, a big opposition against them today. The North Hobart Demons, led by their coaches, Matt Cracknell and Brad Hasty. Of course, their captain, number 20, Charlie Hasty, he's one to watch. The last two times they've met, it's been Clarence in a canter. However, grand final day, Duff, anything can happen.
Anything can happen, and the real surprise packet for me was seeing Sandy Bay exit last week. I did film one of their games, I think against Clarence early in the year, Tubes.
Yep.
And they were far too good that day,
Yep.
Troy Bennett and his team. But obviously Clarence have really got their act together since then. And yet again, Tubes, we see another red and white team in a grand final.
We certainly do, Duff. It seems like it's been a red and white wash in the STJFL for the whole season. A very well drilled football side over there, and a whole club. Oh, there we go. The Demons are coming out onto the field as we see them run through their banner.
Oh, you got to love that song there, Tubes.
We certainly do. Now, Duff, I'm just hearing that the Clarence Roos have a mascot out there, Charlie Johnson. So Charlie Johnson's a little fella. They're running out for Clarence in the mascot gear, but we see on the screen, there they are, North Hobart Demons. And what a rivalry we will be seeing built here over the next few years, Duff, between these two great under-12 sides.
Oh, it all starts here on grand final day 2018. That's right, Tubes. A lot of these boys will go on and play senior footy or reserves footy or go into other competitions. But that rivalry between these two great clubs it's been there for over 70 years.
Yeah, and there she is. We can see her out there, Danica Williams-Buck. They're the number 19, just grabbing the footy right now. She's one to watch. Good to see her running around with the boys out here, Duff, isn't it?
Well, I must say something about her ability to be able to get out there and mix it with the lads. Most likely, I'd expect she'll probably go on and play in one of the girls' competitions next year, but I don't think there is an under-12 competition for the girls this year, so yeah, she'll be one to watch, Tubes.
A couple of sponsors we need to mention, of course. Coal River Farm down there at what am I thinking?
Well, I think it's our past campaign here, isn't it?
No, it's not that far. It's right near just before Richmond. Cambridge. At Cambridge, yeah, Coal River Farm there on the way to Richmond. And of course the Workshop Cafe in Hobart. Make sure you get around those two businesses who are sponsoring this game today.
And make sure you look at your Google Maps so you know where you're going.
I get confused with Campania, Colebrook and Cambridge, Duff, so apologies being a Northwest Coast boy. But yeah, it's down there at Cambridge on the way to Richmond there, the Coal River Farm. Delicious food down there, as well as Workshop Cafe in town. Definitely go and check that out too. So there we go, the boys just warming up with a couple of handballs there. Looks like we've got a couple of injuries there. The St Virgil's College gear. There's a young man running around in his full uniform. That's good to see. I saw Bailey as is from the under-14s a little bit earlier this morning, Duff, and he said, I'm tipping the Roos. And I said, Bailey, is that just because you're a Clarence player? And he said, yes, Tubes, that's exactly why. So the crowd's starting to build here for this under-12 grand final. It's the final grand final if I can say so, for the STJFL for the whole season. What a season's it's been, Duff.
Oh, it's just been a couple of big weeks. I've been almost tempted just to sleep up here in the Peter Sharp Tower Tubes, because it's been football 24/7 for Duff TV, and no, we've had a great time again.
Oh, we love it, don't we, Duff?
We do.
As the boys there from Clarence just warming up, we see a couple of names that I want you to watch here, Duff.
I was going to say, who do you see there, Tubes?
Archie Murrell, he's one of my favourite players.
Yeah.
Yep. Jack Maundrell.
Yep.
Blake Harper, the captain, he's a Jet too. But I just want to go through some big names here, Duff.
Yep.
Very quickly. Setchell.
Yes.
Noonan. Gapin.
Yep.
Cooney.
Oh,
Goodness me, running around for the Roos.
that's going to be a tough ask for North Hobart today.
Oh, yeah.
Any names there for North Hobart? I'm sure they've got a few good players. They've obviously had a good season to make it to the big one here.
Yeah, Salzburger. He's one to watch for mine.
Yeah, we've fought him before. Yeah.
Eden Hills and Charlie Hasty, the captain and vice captain, of course. And we've got the guys about to stand up for the national anthem here coming in. Hasty, as I said, is one to watch. Charlie Hasty, the number 20. Just keep an eye on him, ladies and gents.
Wouldn't you be nervous right now?
Well, I'm in the box here, Duff, and I'm nervous as.
I never played in the grand final, Tubes. I still get nervous just for these boys. I'm nervous for them.
Could I please invite all patrons to be upstanding for the playing of the national anthem and join with the players and the officials in the Cripps STJFL Under-12 Grand Final.
Well, there we go, Duff. What a rendition there. That was sung live down in the coaches' boxes here. So great stuff. And I'm tipping a close match, as in all grand finals, Duff. I'm tipping that early in the piece it's going to be very, very scrappy as the captains go in to toss the coin out there. Blake Harper, of course, with the sleeves rolled up. What a legend. And Charlie Hasty for the Ds. And we'll have a look. Umpires had a shocking toss there.
Yeah, not his best work. And look at the who's who of umpires. We've got in the goals today, umpire Rowan.
Yep. Rowan Cooper, yep.
Great to see Rowan out, still involved. He's been umpiring for about 25 years in southern Tassie. So toss has been done. Who's going where?
Well, Roos won the toss and they'll kick to the right of screen. And they are getting fired up and ready to go there. As you can see on screen, the boys just fired up. Sorry, Duff.
Yeah, Tubes, just a little bit of experience on the outside there with those gentlemen.
Yeah, Cooney. Gapin's in there too.
What a player Gavin Cooney was.
Yep,
absolutely. He was like the Steve Milne, wasn't he?
Oh.
You know, you used to love to hate him. Anyway, back to this match here.
Yeah, as you know, Duff, being a Burnie boy, I've seen Gavin Cooney tear the Burnie Dockers to pieces a couple of times in footy finals, but this is a grand final between the North Hobart Junior Footy Club and the Clarence Junior Footy Club. Grand final day in the under-12s STJFL action here on Duff TV. My name is Tubes Taylor. As I said earlier, Martin Duffy on the camera and helping out there up top with a little bit of special comments, and of course Jerry Martindale on the buttons. So we're about to get started. The respect is huge between these two sides, Duff. They're all shaking hands, giving each other high fives and all that jazz. And they're about to get underway.
The other thing I like too in junior footy is that you often see a lot of young umpires involved. And
yeah, brilliant.
We'll get a name on this young fella, but you know, he's probably only, 14, 15 years of age, Tubes.
Well,
he's about to throw the ball up.
John Hayes and Andrew Roberts. I think that's Andrew Roberts out there. Lindsay Roberts is young fella. And he is a fiery young beast. I've met him a couple of times, Andrew Roberts. He's a legend. He's a good umpire too, and he'll take control of this game, no doubt, just like his dad does in the senior competitions. Here we go. Andrew Roberts to ball it up in the middle. Ruck contest there, one down by the D's. Nicely worked towards his man, but it's picked up and sharked by the Roos. They're going to move it forward. They can't quite as we'd expect. Scrappy stuff early. McLeod's in there, the big ruckman. Handball came out from the Roos. Working it again down there is Gapin. He tries hard. Scrappy stuff early. Good hands there shown by Cracknell, but it's only as far as the Roos. Spaining out of trouble there nicely is Cooney, and Cooney gets wrapped up in a McLeod tackle. And the first free kick and open play goes to the D's. Driving it inside forward 50, bouncing too far for the Roos defender. Scooping it up though, it was Richards. Handballs over the top, quick kick around the corner into the path of his man down there, Riley Johnson. It hands up to McLeod. McLeod just got his kick handball away just. Out it comes now to Hasty. Hasty. Scrappy stuff on the wing here as the ball goes out of bounds in front of Cracknell. We'll see a ball in, a minute gone in the first term.
Bit of a hush over the crowd.
Well, yeah, they'll come into it a little bit later, Duff, no doubt. Boundary thrown again. McLeod up against the big man in Darcy Noonan. McLeod gets it. He gets tackled hard, though, and a free kick's been pulled out. It'll go the way of the Roos. I think he just dropped it, so it should be the Roos to bring it in to their forward line. Just chipping up the wing, though. As the ball rolls and rolls, stays in somehow. There's a free kick being pulled out. It should go to Johnson. It does. He looks inboard. Has a man there in Darcy Noonan. Chopping it off, though. Hasty did well. Quick kick forward again. Big tackle and a push in the back, though, I think. Oh, no. Umpire's called a free kick against... That was Blake Harper.
I think that was 61 way forward to the other. Probably the right decision.
Yep.
Yeah, a little bit of time.
But the kick's untoward and the Roos will chop it off. Going forward again. Nice pick up there by Hills. Scrappy stuff here, Duff. As the ball comes to half forward for the D's. Kicking it off the ground and keeping it in front. That's good stuff by the Demons forward line. Very scrappy. Quick kick forward there by Ballamforth. And it's going to be chopped off here by the Roos and cleaned up through Cooney.
So is he a left or right footer? I think he's a right footer, young Cooney.
Yeah, he is. And that kick wasn't his best. McLeod now driving it forward. That's a good tackle down there by Noonan. And we will see a ball up. Beg your pardon, it wasn't Noonan at all. It was Blake Harper, the captain, tackling big McLeod. Big fist there by McLeod. Out it comes here nicely into the arms of Jones. He gets tackled though. Now a chance there for Smith. Smith just fending off 1-2 and then going back inboard. Numbers with the D's. Trying to get it forward. It's scrappy stuff here early as we'd expect. They just need to get a bit more clearance and this could be it through Noonan. Noonan got it out. Now it's a foot race. Johnson's there. He's quick, this little fella. Hot on his hammer though is Clothier. That's good effort down there. Nicely worked by Hurd. Good tackle again there by Hills. Scooping it out was Fox, big Lockie Fox. And it's chopped off and now running again is Lee Song. Big tackle and it's a push in the back. It'll be a free kick going to Clothier.
Well, some of the tackling has been good so far from both sides.
It's been very good. Quick kick up the wing. Chopping over. There was Sylvester. And we will see a boundary throw in right in front of the George Miller stand.
Big ground this for the boys to play on, isn't it? I mean, they're only 12 years of age.
Huge.
Should they play across the ground, Tubes?
No. They're big lads now. Lads and ladies. Again, a kick forward by the D's. It's chopped off, though, nicely by Richards. And Fletcher Richards has got Johnson out wide if he wants. Decides against it and goes longer further up the wing. That's a brilliant kick.
He's a good user of the ball. He reminds me very much of his dad, Mark, who was very similar in stature, very tall and lanky, but very good ruckman for Clarence back in the 90s there, Tubes.
There we go. That's good insight from you, Duff, as the kick of McLeod goes too wide, and we'll see another boundary throw in.
And of course, another product of Warrane grammar, like myself.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay. So, a boundary thrown. Is that still there, Warrane Grammar?
No.
No, okay. That's a shame. Built some real footy stories, hasn't it, Duff? As the tackle's laid there, umpire's pulled out a free kick going the way of Sylvester. Quick kick forward. Punched away nicely by the defender down there. And it should be cleared here by Devine. There's a name synonymous with the North Hobart Footy Club, and it goes out of bounds. We'll see a boundary throw in. So the score is zip. No score yet. 5.5 minutes gone in the first term, thanks to Jackson Motor Company. And of course, Coal River Farm, Workshop Cafe Hobart, and Cripps the Master Baker, as McLeod is tackled hard. And the umpire's pulled out a free kick here, going the non-controlling umpire, a little too high. He's seen it from a long way away there, Andrew Roberts. So quick kick forward again. A little too much on it here, and it goes out of bounds. Another boundary throw-in. How often do we see, Duff, here at North Hobart Oval, the footy over in front of the George Miller stand?
Yeah, it'd be nice if they brought it over here in front of us, wouldn't it?
You've got to bribe them like you did with the girls.
Yeah.
I had one of the girls say, Duff owes me $5 because I brought the footy over. Anyway, Creswell, again, rolling ball, stays in somehow. Clever effort there by the D's defenders just to wrap it up. Comes back in, he's trying to get it out. Scrappy stuff here at centre wing. McLeod with strength.
He's a big unit, isn't he, McLeod?
Yeah.
I can see he's going to be a real telling player for North Hobart, but the question will be, will he be able to keep it up for the four quarters of the match?
Yep, and he needs to drag a couple along with him, I think, big Harry McLeod. Ruck down. Beautiful stuff here. These look like they're pressing, but the pressure is immense from the Clarence Roos. As we see, just every time they pick it up, the D's there jumped on by a Roos defender. Quick kick off the ground by Hurd. Steaming through was McLeod. Bouncing ball. Here's a chance now for the D's. The little fella does well, Archie Murrell. He's the man to watch as they dive on it, and the umpire says, give it to me, I'll ball it up, thanks. There he is, little Archie Murrell, just running off screen now. He's one to watch. I love the Murrell family. As far as football talent goes, they are up there in this state. Steaming through again. Oh, that's desperate stuff by that man in Maxi Gape, and just putting his body over the ball. Quick kick forward by the D's. Here's a chance if they can take a mark. Chopping it off though was Harper for the Roos, and he's happy to see that across the line. A real dour defender there, Blake Harper, isn't he?
He is a real dour game at the moment, Tubes. It's hard to sort of say that anybody's on top because, I mean, it's probably been down in North Hobart's forward zone a few more times, but nobody's taken it deep yet, have they?
No, not yet. It's the furthest it's been. It hasn't even been inside the inside 50 inside 50 count is 2-0 in favour of North Hobart. There's the third one, but it's coming straight back out because the Clarence defenders are so good. Murrell gets smashed by McLeod. He gets a little falcon. This will be okay. Murrell using his strength out. Here comes the handball. Little fend off nicely there by Bremer. Now they're running forward. Here's a chance for Cracknell with a rolling ball, and it rolls through. Well, Cracknell gets the first of this game. And I tell you what, North Hobart have come to play, Duff.
No doubt about that. Talk us through this one, Tubes.
Well, it was a great effort down in there by Bremner, and then just pace from Cracknell, and Gussie Cracknell goes bang and sends it home. And unfortunately, Riley Banks couldn't quite get the pace up enough to touch it across the line. And North Hobart now are 6 points in front.
Just what the game needed. We know Clarence are the favourites, but always good to see the underdog score early.
Jakey Smith gets it forward. Coming through to meet the footy there was Ollie Hill. Quick kick away by Clarence, but it should be marked here by McLeod, and so far he's been the difference with his strength. He gets a kick forward, but it's just a scrubber down inside forward 50. A bit of a chaos ball. Murrell's the first to it. He gets pulled off the footy. Nice defensive work there by the Roos, and they will clear it again. Here's a chance now for Darcy Noonan, who has time and space to send it wide into the path of his teammate down there in Hudson Ward. Kicked off the ground nicely by Clothier, and here he comes. Noonan Gets it long. Here's a chance over the back for Williamson. He's got time. He sends it long. Bouncing ball a little away from the goal. Leading the race, though, is Sylvester. He keeps it in somehow, Sylvester, and then goes bang and kicks across the face. It stays in somehow. Williamson into the centre of the ground, diving on the footy, the D's. This is the first time it's been inside forward 50 for the Roos. And we will see a ball up. 10 minutes gone in the first term, thanks to Jackson Motor Company.
Oh, gee, it was difficult, that one. Wasn't it about 10 seconds ago or 15 seconds ago? Should he have gone for goal or pass it off? Here we go.
Quick kick off. Chance here. Oh, good mark taken by Noah Brown.
You'll bring him back here.
And the umpire says, I need you to tell me. Waiting. Oh, it's a goal.
Wow.
Goodness me. Well, we'll have to go back and have a look at that. It doesn't matter what we think. The goal has been called and scores are level. Have a look at this. It was a quick kick forward by Charlie Leesong. And I tell you what.
What do you think of that one, Tubes? Must have gone across the line.
He played on. He played on really quickly and dribbled it through.
Right.
So the actual goal goes to Noah Brown because he ran through and kicked it just near the post. It was very, very close to being a poster, Duff. And we're back in the middle. Scores are level. Now running forward, Cracknell. Can't leave it behind like that. It's picked up by Harper, just dribbled forward. Pushing the back there by McLeod. Noonan tries to bust through. Can't quite get his full length on his kick. Now a quick one, and that's okay. They handball on pretty quickly. Coming through to meet the footy there. Eden Hills does well. Got his kick away, and the umpire's called him holding the footy.
Not much time today on the grand final, Tubes. You've just got to get it onto the boot if you can.
You do. Lee Song with a worm burner up towards forward 50. Good, clever stuff down there by Creswell. And the umpire's pulled out a free kick because he doesn't have it, as you heard from the peanut gallery up here near the Duff TV microphones.
I think that was one of the mums from Clarence, Tubes.
It was.
He didn't have it.
Lee Song.
We'll get a name on that later.
Yeah, we will. Sends it down and finds a little man in, Riley Johnson. So Riley has it at half forward. RJ sends it forward, but it's chopped off and should have been marked by Hadfield. He left it behind. Numbers here with Clarence. Gaping, quick, smart.
Left side.
Into the middle, yep. Finds the big man in Darcy Noonan. Noonan sends a worm burner down, but it's chopped off beautifully there by the stack hat in Eden Hills.
Incredible thing with young Darcy Noonan. Actually has the same kicking style as his dad.
Yeah, well, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Which was not the prettiest kicking style.
Brilliant tackle. What a tackle laid by Harry Sylvester. He tried to get away with it there, Salzberger, who's trying to bring himself into the game. And have a look at this on the Mood Food replay. Beautiful tackle. And he's got a free kick to drive it forward, and it's chopped off though. Caswell takes the mark simply at half back.
Son of Mark. Lots of big names in footy out here today, Tubes.
Well, the two big teams with two big names as they drive it forward again, and it's chopped off again by Aitken.
Both teams just starting to settle here.
Yeah, they look a bit better when they get space, don't they? There's a free kick. Nothing doing, said the umpire. Caswell goes in there, tries to tackle his man in Creswell. Quick kick away, coming to meet it, Salzberger. So, he's going to try and enforce himself on this game as Salzberger drives it long. And it's chopped off, and the mark taken by Sylvester. He's been good so far. His kick let him down there though, as the kick comes forward, inside forward 50 again. Bouncing, rolling. Chance here for the D's as they have the numbers. That was clever. He dives on the footy down there. I think no one's really got a hold of the footy. That was James Reynolds, sorry. Now a chance. Here he goes again. Quickly kicking it forward is Cracknell. Off to Bowenforth, and it goes out of bounds on the full free kick going the way of the Roos.
He's a live wire, this boy here, Cracknell.
Yeah, isn't he? He's got the do too. The mop.
It's exciting, isn't it, Tubes? You can just feel it.
Yeah, I love grand final day. Duff as McLeod takes a strong contested grab, then plays on quickly, runs into a brick wall, gets his kick away though. Now it sits up nicely and Fletcher Richards will send it forward again for the Roos. Good defensive work down there by Caswell. He left it behind. Sylvester's got time, runs into a trouble there. And great tackle by Bremner.
Oh, that's one for the highlights reel at the end of the match, Jerry.
Have a look at that. Jerry shaking his head, he wasn't impressed. Salzberger again with another great grab. He looks inside forward 50, goes long. Coming to meet it. Oh, McLeod.
This boy.
Wow. So Harrison McLeod on the siren.
Big kick.
Yeah, huge kick in the context of this game. What a grab it was, Duff.
Just clunks it, doesn't he?
Needs to take a little bit more time here, Harrison, but he runs straight in. Sends it long. He's pretty happy with it off the boot. And he gets involved with his opponents there. And Harry McLeod kicks another one. And North Hobart, 2-12. Lead Clarence, 1-6. Quarter time, Duff.
Big quarter there by McLeod. He's obviously the gun player of this side. Plays on ball, plays in the ruck, runs all day. Big unit. Just a great kick on goal, wasn't it? Very confident player.
Well, he ended up getting a lot of support from Salzberger, Caswell off the half-back line, and of course his running man Cracknell running through the middle too. So very impressed with this game so far, Duff. Clarence with a little bit of work to do. I'm sure Matty Gapin will be in there with Gav Cooney just working a few numbers, maybe working a few moves, but I tell you what, there's a game on our hands here, ladies and gentlemen. Hello to those folks there watching us on the live stream here on Duff TV, thanks to Cripps the Master Baker, Coal River Farm, Workshop Cafe Hobart, Jackson Motor Company, and of course Bennett's Petroleum and Mood Food. We might take a quick break here at quarter time. The goal kickers briefly before we go. Angus Cracknell and Harrison McLeod have one apiece for North Hobart, and Noah Brown with the goal for Clarence. As I said, we'll take a quick break and be right back in just a few moments here on Duff TV.
We've journeyed over the seas, expanded city streets, and pioneered new ways of doing things, so we could craft the greatest loaf of bread for all Tasmanians to taste. At the heart of Crips are baking and community. At Crips, we hand test our dough every day. Our flour comes from the finest wheat, milled right here in Tasmania. And we employ over 200 Tasmanians to bake bread for 1,000 times that many. For over 140 years, we've been refining our craft. A century of early mornings, exploration and discoveries. With time comes quality. At Crips, that's what we take pride in. Quality bread, baked for you, right here in Tasmania. We're proud of where we've come from, but we're even more excited about where we're headed. 140 years on, the journey's only just beginning. Crips, baking for Tasmanians since 1878.
In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
There's a sound. It's the sound of new beginnings, the heartbeat of change. To some, it's a loud voice. To others, it gently whispers. You'll know that sound when you hear it. Listen. Start your search.
Welcome back, folks. About to get underway for the second term here at North Hobart Oval in this great grand final between the North Hobart Demons and the Clarence Roos. STJFL grand final day at North Hobart Oval. You're watching Duff TV. My name is Tubes Taylor and I'm joined upstairs on the camera by Duff TV founder and CEO Martin Duffy.
Thanks for those kind words.
How are you feeling, mate?
Yeah, good.
Good game so far. It was scrappy early, but it's certainly opened up a little bit more in the later stages of that first term. As the Roos try to go forward, here he is, the danger man McLeod that just dribbles it forward, leading the race though. Back there is Setchell, spinning out of trouble, copping one high there, and he's been caught holding the footy though, as they believe he ducked into it. So Charlie Hasty will take the free kick. He will look to send them deep inside forward 50. And a strong grab taken by Baumforth. Inside the 50. Is he too far out to score here? And he's popping it up to the top of the square. And look at the fly from the big fella, Salzburger.
3 deep. Is he 3 deep?
Well, we'll have a look at it here, Duff. Yeah, he came from 3 deep. He was the 4th man in line, and he took an absolute screamer on the Mood Food replay. And big Nathaniel Salzburger will go back from directly in front. Oh, and he's missed it. You can't drop your head there, big Nate. You got to keep your head up. So, Clarence to bring it out. North Hobart 2-1-13 to Clarence 1-6. Almost the mark down there. He might get a free kick. No. It was, of course, my man Sylvester. Diving on the footy down there, taking it in was Keating. And the umpire says, no, thank you, give it to me. I'll ball it up. So they're locking it inside forward 50 here, Duff. I don't mind this from North Hobart. McLeod almost was going to take a fresh air. He's caught one high there, though. And that's what you get when you attack the footy, Duff.
Yeah, he's a real playmaker, isn't he? I reckon he fancies himself here.
Yeah, well, he's going back like he's having a set shot. He'll kick from about 35 metres out. Tough angle here.
Right on the limit.
Yep. No real breeze to speak of out there today as opposed to yesterday. He wheels around looking for the extra distance. It's not going to make the journey. Sitting over the back, quick bend, and it's a behind. So they're pressing here, the D's, Duff. Clarence, as we say, last time that they met was the qualifying final, and it was 48-16 in favour of Clarence. There's a burner. McLeod chopping it off, though, again. He is a superstar.
What sort of game is this boy playing?
In his school shoes, nonetheless.
Yeah, he forgot his boots today, Tubes.
He did. So, McLeod wins it down, handballed out nicely. Trying to take a hold of it there was Foxy. Couldn't quite get it. Noonan, big tackle, free kick going against the D's. It'll go to Noonan.
I was saying earlier on, he sort of kicks like his dad, Danny. He was sort of a little bit awkward in the kicking, but very, very effective kick. I think he won a couple of many premierships with Clarence, but also best and fairest.
William Leach,
Leach, yeah.
Yep. As Hasty drives it forward, inside forward 50 again there for North Hobart, and a strong mark to McLeod. He's got runners down there in Salzburger who comes from deep. Again, he's going to have to spin out of trouble here. Oh, brilliant stuff there by the defender in Hurd, who dribbled it forward. McLeod now runs into an open goal. Which way does this one bounce? It stays in. Is it going to go across the line? No. Great defensive work there again by Banks, who's kicked a little bit untoward, and a kick again across the face of goals, and North Hobart again peppering the goals, but can't get the major on the board, Duff.
Just a bit of panic by both teams.
Yep. So Banks to bring it out. Looks out wide, finds Sward. He plays on quickly, has a man long and Gapin. Gapin takes the mark again, quickly moving the ball on in towards the path of his captain, who runs through Harper.
Slippery.
Quickly again Here they go inside forward 50 for the first time this quarter, but it's chopped off there by the D's. Having a bounce if you don't mind. Quickly moving the ball up towards Cracknell. Cracknell has time here. He's hot on his hammer. Great use of the hands, and the umpire's called play on. And he'll say, give it to me. He's doing all right there, Andrew Roberts.
Yep, no, he's letting those 50-51s go, which we don't mind, Tubes.
Yep.
Difficult decision, that one, for the ump. Play
It's
it
a
on.
good throw up. Now McLeod with strength, gets tackled hard, got his handball away just. Quick kick away nicely there by Caswell. Bouncing inside the forward line. Great shepherd off the ball by Salzburger. They dive on it here, and we'll see a ball up right on the top of the forward 50. So far it's only been inside forward 50 once for Clarence and was repelled immediately.
People complaining about holding the ball there. Well, he got the handball out, Tubes. Good umpiring again.
Yep, agree. Here's Hasty now, who's got pace. He burns through the middle of the ground and then kicks long, and that's a captain's goal, Duff. Brilliant stuff there from Hasty.
Bent the back, didn't he?
Have a look at this on the Mood Food replay. Massey was trying hard, as was Sylvester, and Hasty knew he had the burners. Chris Judd-like stuff there and sent it through for a goal. And North Hobart now 3-3-21, lead Clarence 1-6.
We have a game.
Well, how many times have we seen this stuff? The favourites come in and the underdog just steps it up and decides, I'm going to have a crack here, I've got nothing to lose. Now a chance here for Clarence to move it forward again. Quick kick out towards centre wing. Running through nicely there is Gapin. Elite user of the footy, goes long, deep. Over the back, here's a chance. They go inside forward 50 again, Clarence. Now a chance over the back for Harper. Harper can't quite get a hold of it, but he doesn't give up, and he dribbles it, and he dribbles it through. And he likes it there, so Blakey Harper kicks his first, and Clarence maintain the distance there. They're now out to 2 goals. Have a look at this. It was just scrappy stuff there by the defenders, but a quick, clever kick there by Ward. Harper had time here and did not give up. He just had his head over the footy, and that's a captain's goal, and it rolls through. And have a look at this. He wasn't sure. He thought it might have been touched. All clear, umpire Roberts, and Clarence now just the 9 points behind. Here comes McLeod, sending it long. He's just doing what he wants out of the middle of the ground, isn't he?
He's done that a few times now, tapped it to himself and picks up his own ball. That's incredible.
Murrell there, burrowing in. Salzburger gets tackled, does the Demons player, and we will see a ball up.
This is what the crowd wanted and what we wanted and the live viewers wanted, Tubes. It's a nice close contest.
Absolutely. McLeod, clever. Tapping back. He goes back in and gets it. Head over the footy though from Creswell. Out it comes out the back here for Hadfield. He spins out of trouble and then gets his handball away. Over the back, here's a chance for Salzburger. Salzburger gets the hands free, then just handballs over the top to Boundforth. Out the back now again, here's Hadfield. Dribbling ball rolling and rolling through for a behind.
Gee, great move there by the Demons. Just didn't bounce the right way.
22 plays 12, 10 points the margin.
Who are you going for, Tubes?
A good game of footy. Sylvester. That's who I'm going for. Duff gets his kick forward. Slips through the fingertips there. Now a quick handball out for Clothier. Boundforth got his hands free, and it was a brilliant tackle by Sylvester and should be rewarded, and is.
Gee, I thought that was a bit stiff. Tubes didn't have much time.
He got his hands free and then disposed of it illegally. Now the kick comes forward. Here's a chance for the D's. They've got time. He needs to get rid of it. He's got someone hot on his hammer. Boundforth. Sylvester picks it up and dribbles it forward again. Clever touch there by Gapin. Now a chance for Creswell. Creswell just got his handball away. Gapin again. Goes out of bounds. Ball in. 9 minutes gone in the second term on the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard. It is North Hobart 3-4-22, leading Clarence 2-12. Harper again got his kick forward. Out of bounds. We see a boundary throw in again.
I feel as though that next goal is crucial.
Massive.
I mean, they all are. It's going to be a low-scoring match, but if North Hobart can peg another one here, heading into half-time, go in 2.5 goals up, they get some real belief, I reckon.
But a champion team doesn't stop coming, Duff. That's the thing about Clarence. Led well by their captain Harper.
I mean, I'm like you, Tubes. I'm impartial as well.
No, I know you're a bit of a Clarence boy there, Duff, being from over that side of the river and doing all your school and playing there anyway. Here we go, a chance now for Noonan, who kicks long, bouncing ball, just need to kill it here, North Hobart. Oh, rolling into the post.
That was a behind. Surely the umpires must have seen that.
Yeah, well done.
I think Rowan was blindsided then.
Yeah, he was. Got it on the wrong side. Big tackle laid and will be rewarded. Let's get another look at that. Ollie Hill, what a tackle. He moves the ball inside. Oh, just overcooked it a little bit too much for his teammates. Harper's in there. Johnson quickly. Johnson! Riley Johnson with an absolute ripper. Have a look at this, folks. It was a great tackle out here by the little man in Ollie Hill. Brilliant tackle. And then clever thinking, just moving the ball in quickly. Have a look at this. Johnson slipped through his fingers, but he didn't give up, Duff. That's what I love about these under-12 kids. They do not care. They just keep going. And Riley Johnson with a nice bender around the corner. Thanks to Mood Food.
3 points.
Sylvester's been good, as is that man Cracknell. Umpire's called out a free kick. It'll go the way of the D's. Jakey Smith looks towards Salzberger. Sends it in his direction. Good strong mark by Davey.
Gee, there's some good movers out there on both sides, isn't there?
Yep. He finds Foxy, who, beg your pardon, it's Jacob Clothier. Clothier sending it long. Nicely worked. That's a throw.
Yep.
Inside 50s, Duff.
Yeah.
5-3 in favour of North Hobart. Oh, great smother. Murrell gets his kick smother. Quick kick forward there by Davey. And a nice mark.
Big Richards.
Yeah. How good's he been down back?
Gee.
And the kick to Cooney. Cooney, elite skills. Finds Noonan. Noonan into the middle looking for Gapin. So Cooney, Nooney to Gapin.
Richards. Oh.
The quick kick forward there. It wasn't Gapin at all. Beg your pardon. Ward now with the kick forward. Chance over the back for Williamson.
Oh, great defending.
Good defensive
What
work.
do you make of that?
Great work. No, that's a behind.
You're allowed to do that, Tubes. He kicked it off intentionally off the ground to go through for a behind.
Every day of the week you're allowed to do that, Duff.
Are you?
100%. Yep.
Jeez, the rules changed in Aussie rules too much for me. I can't keep up.
Quick kick. Here's a chance now for that man Hudson Ward, whose kick goes across the face of goals. And it'll roll out of bounds in front of Hurd. And we will see another boundary thrown. 12 minutes 50 gone. Can North Hobart hold on to their lead going into half-time? Clarence will continue to push. McLeod has been heavily worn here by Noonan. Noonan runs through two, then a little bit of a bend. And a behind. So 1 point the margin here, Duff.
You sounded like Bruce then, Tubes. Bending. We all practice on the couch, don't we?
Yeah, every night, Duff. The umpire's called him for going over the line too, so goodness me. Dangerous stuff here for Jacob Clothier. Needs to kill it here.
You can see why this young fella's been appointed.
Oh, he was too.
The umpire here, he's right onto it.
He certainly
He's
is.
brought it out. Why has he done that?
Don't know. Here's a chance for Creswell. Quick kick. McLeod.
Yep, didn't go 15.
Umpire says, give it to me. I'll ball it up, thanks. So, they just need to ride it out for another minute here, North Hobart. McLeod with a big fist. Clever touch there by North Hobart. Cracknell doing his best work. On hands and knees, he looks a bit like Rory Sloane. Oh, they're getting pushed around. Sylvester on hands and knees. Umpire comes in and says, no, ball it up. Thanks, boys. So, 14 and a half minutes gone. 1-4 by Noonan. Clever touch. Sylvester. Sylvester goes again.
Strength.
Gets his kick forward. Chance here for the Clarence team as they kick a beauty. And they celebrate too because it's an important goal. And they go up now by 5 points. And a high five over the back too.
Jeez, he's got the fans.
Got the whole family. That effort there from Salzburger was, from Sylvester, sorry, was Cripps-like. And I think it was Harvey Hurd that kicked the goal. And they're still giving high tens down in that pocket. Look at this.
Look at this, they're going again.
They love him down there, Harvey Hurd.
Jeez, he's a crowd favourite.
Well, there we go, folks. It is a 5-point margin in favour of the Clarence Roos.
Is that Hurd H-I-R-D or
H-U-R-D.
Oh, no, there's another Hurd.
Yep.
Oh, golly.
So,
Of course,
4-3.
you've heard of Duncan.
Yes,
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
Just checking.
Now, half-time here, it is 4-3, 27 to Clarence. D's 3-4, 22. North Hobart goal kickers, Cracknell, Hasty, McLeod. For the Roos, Harper, Johnson, Brown, and that absolute beauty from Hurd right on half-time.
Wow. That was just so typical of the Clarence Footy Club. Just when you think you've got them, Tubes, and they're down on the canvas, they come back and kick 3 quick
They
ones.
pull you back in like the
And-
Godfather, Duff. All right,
Unbelievable.
we'll take a quick break here at North Hobart Oval. It is Clarence 27, North Hobart 22. 5-point margin here in the STJFL Under 12 Grand Final between the D's and the Roos. We'll be right back in just a few moments. Stick around here on Duff TV.
We've journeyed over the seas, expanded city streets, and pioneered new ways of doing things, so we could craft the greatest loaf of bread for all Tasmanians to taste. At the heart of Cripps are baking and community. At Cripps, we hand test our dough every day. Our flour comes from the finest wheat milled right here in Tasmania. And we employ over 200 Tasmanians to bake bread for 1,000 times that many. For over 140 years, we've been refining our craft. A century of early mornings, exploration and discoveries. With time comes quality. At Cripps, that's what we take pride in. Quality bread, baked for you, right here in Tasmania. We're proud of where we've come from, but we're even more excited about where we're headed. 140 years on, the journey's only just beginning. Cripps, baking for Tasmanians since 1878.
In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
There's a sound. It's the sound of new beginnings. The heartbeat of change. To some, it's a loud voice. To others, it gently whispers. You'll know that sound when you hear it. Listen. Start your search.
We've journeyed over the seas, expanded city streets, and pioneered new ways of doing things, so we could craft the greatest loaf of bread for all Tasmanians to taste. At the heart of Cripps are baking and community. At Cripps, we hand test our dough every day. Our flour comes from the finest wheat milled right here in Tasmania. And we employ over 200 Tasmanians to bake bread for 1,000 times that many. For over 140 years, we've been refining our craft. A century of early mornings, exploration and discoveries. With time comes quality. At Cripps, that's what we take pride in. Quality bread, baked for you, right here in Tasmania. We're proud of where we've come from, but we're even more excited about where we're headed. 140 years on, the journey's only just beginning. Cripps, baking for Tasmanians since 1878.
In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
There's a sound. It's the sound of new beginnings. The heartbeat of change. To some, it's a loud voice. To others, it gently whispers. You'll know that sound when you hear it. Listen. Start your search.
Welcome back, folks. Third quarter about to get underway here at North Hobart Oval. As you can see on the screen, 3-4-22 plays 4-3-27. 5-point margin here in favour of the Roos as we wait for all the public to get off the ground. We're waiting for the umpires to come out too. They're not even out on the ground yet, so goodness knows where they are. Probably still in the box there, Duff.
Yeah.
Someone needs to go and call them out. The boys are just waiting for the umpires. Not sure where they are, Duff. May have just given up.
I suppose this age group, they're probably used to just having a 5-minute break.
Yeah, well, usually it's the other way around, Duff, isn't it? Where the umpires are blowing the whistle for the players. But anyway, we must thank, of course, Coal River Farm down there at Cambridge and Workshop Cafe at Hobart for sponsoring this great game between two very proud clubs as they blow the siren for the umpires. Here they come. Out they roll. Lindsay Roberts down there shutting the gate. His young fella Andrew's out there doing a wonderful job. Hold the ball up. They've already done that, fellas. What were you doing in there? Live tweeting this game as the umpire will run.
We better get moving.
Yeah.
They said to each other.
Yeah, good job. They do a wonderful job, the TFUA.
Oh, it's a thankless job, isn't it?
Or is it the TUFA?
TUFA.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Gavin Cooney just running off after the last couple of messages to his charges out there, Duff.
Just another grand final for Cooney.
He looks straight down the barrel there. Hello to you, Gavin. Just waiting for the umpires to get themselves set. Poor old goal umpire had to run from the Horry-Gorringe stand all the way down to the Doug place to stand in. He's getting his flags ready. So how do North Hobart get back into this game, Duff? I felt like they peppered the goals the whole quarter there and just couldn't get the job done in front of goals. They were very inaccurate. Big fist away by Noonan. Quick handball over the top. That was Clothia that got it forward. Now they go inside forward 50 again, North Hobart. Scrappy stuff here early. Gapin always finds a target. Now a kick out wide. Didn't go too far. McLeod came through. It was almost a great tackle. Quick kick off the ground by Hasty. Missed the mark. Sylvester uses his body well and then does Hasty nicely, and desperate stuff. Goes out of bounds for a boundary throw in right in front of the North Hobart faithful.
That's what they've got to do the 1%ers. Keep believing in yourself. They were very good in that first half. It was just the late stages there of the second where they just let a couple of goals go through for Clarence.
Desperate stuff. Over the back here now.
They were great goals though by the Roos, weren't they?
Oh,
Snaps
terrific.
out of the pack.
Noonan again with strength, finding Creswell off the hands to Lee Song. Here goes a move of the ball forward. Oh, it's over in front of Richards. Now a chance as they kick it forward for Ward. Bouncing through the fingertips there of Aitken. And he's happy to see it across the ground for a boundary throw and kicks to touch. And we'll see a boundary throw and inside forward 50 for Clarence.
Nice transition there by the Roos. They seem to be very clean with the ball, don't they, when they get it moving?
They really do. I think Noonan's started to get the better of McLeod as Hills gets his kick to centre half back. Sylvester's been so good today. He gets his kick forward. It got smothered though, picked up nicely there by Lee Song. Handball's off and taken really high was Owen Setchell. And we'll see a little bit of push and shove here. That's just the captain standing up for his teammates there. Setchell's going to go back. He's such a hard nut, Owen Setchell. He loves that sort of stuff as he kicks his ball out wide. Now they go inside forward 50 again, but it's chopped off nicely by Clothia. Big high up and under. It's all Clarence over here. They all flew for the same ball and bouncing over the back now. Here's a chance for North Hobart through Salzberger. He can't quite, doesn't sit for him and rolls out of bounds.
Yeah, just needed that one to sit up and get it forward. Very important that they take advantage of all those little 1% opportunities.
Absolutely. So boundary throw in. The battle between these two has been amazing, between McLeod and Noonan, as he goes forward only as far as that man Setchell. He gets his kick off.
This is where they're dangerous here.
Yeah, they really are. They go forward again, the Roos, but chopping it off nicely down there was Boxall. Boxall had to go again, got his handball away just. Gapin got it forward, pushing off the ball. Clever touch there by the D's players. Dove on it. Umpire will say, give it to me. I'll ball it up, thanks. It's been so far so good this game. Scrappy stuff. Touched forward again. Almost there for Jake Smith, who gets wrapped up in a beautiful tackle from the captain Harper. And he gives him something to go on with. And 50.
Well, have a look at the replay, Tubes. That was just an absolute brain fade there by North Hobart. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, well spotted, Duff. I missed that. How far is he taking him? A quick kick inside. Umpire needs to bring him back around. That's good umpiring.
Yep.
Oh, well,
John, the umpire, he is right on it. Very experienced umpire.
That's a good kick. Finds the little man in Creswell. Creswell goes out wider still. Oh, it's chopped off nicely there by Hills. Sylvester's in on it. And we'll see a ball up.
Well, umpire spotted something out there. I don't know if it was a bit of chirp or... What do you think, Tubes?
Not sure. He looked around. He looked around at Will Davey, and anyway, just maybe some undisciplined stuff. Here's a chance though for Sylvester. Oh, as he kicks into the man on the mark, just ran a little bit too close, then tackled without it.
Yeah.
And it'll be a free kick to Clothier. So now they spread the D's. Good mark by McLeod. McLeod sends it longer still. This is a real battle here. Good fist from behind by Maundrell. Quick handball over the top. They got it away. D's with the numbers. Oh, that bounce was cruel. Quick kick forward again. It's all D's here. Beg your pardon, it's all Roos. Nicely by Williamson. Spending it back was Ward. Bouncing ball. Richards clever. Tapping it over the line. We'll see a ball up.
Just starting to get the upper hand here. I know it's only 5 points, but you just sense that the Roos are on top now.
Yeah. Well, they just look dangerous when they move the ball inside forward 50. It comes out, it comes back in. Oh, no. Rolling ball here. Quick kick off the ground. That's good stuff down there by, I think that's as is.
I think it is.
Yep. He's wearing the number 29. He's in the program.
He knows how to celebrate.
Doesn't he?
Where do you reckon he gets that from, Chirps?
Yeah, well, it runs in their family, doesn't it? So, a quick kick off the ground. Clarence now 5-4. I'm not sure. Yeah, sorry.
5-4-34.
Yeah, 5-4-34. But I actually think it's 5-3-33, Duff. So I think they've got the scoreboard incorrect there up on the big screen. So we'll keep an eye on that there at three-quarter time.
Don't like to criticise Tubes, but I think that boundary throw-in was a little bit shallow, and I think it should have been brought back. But
yep.
It is what it is.
Something to learn from,
now it's up to North Hobart to really, they've got to switch it on here, the D's, otherwise this game's going to get away from them very quickly.
Yeah, quick kick forward again there by Riley Johnson, who's been dangerous every time the ball's gone near him. He's over the back too if he gets it. Creswell just chipping it forward, and almost the mark taken down there by Brown. Big tackle laid nicely by Aitken, and now it rolls out the back. Here's a chance for Creswell, who kicks it behind. So I think it's 5-4-34 to North Hobart, 3-4-22 on the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard. Hills with the kick out towards McLeod. It went over his head. Spinning out of trouble, Cooney with a great kick to a hot spot here, running through fast as is, just with a quick kick off the ground. Williamson now from the pocket, sends it high. Another behind.
Got to get it forward, the D's.
They really do. They just seem to be drifting out of this contest a little bit here, Duff, as the pressure again from Clarence is immense. Harper sending it with a burner. Down inside forward 50 again as the kick comes out for as is and a mark taken. Quick kick to that hot spot. Big fly, McLeod. Gee, he's strong, isn't he?
He's had a great game. Still continued on in this third quarter. BOG for me at the moment.
Yep. Oh, that you can't drop that in front of this man because Noonan will make you pay. He didn't. Goes through for another behind. So similarly to the last quarter, Duff, where North Hobart pepper the goals, Clarence are doing the same. They've been a little bit more accurate though in kicking 2 goals. Good strong mark again taken by this man Noonan, who's been one of the, beg your pardon, it wasn't Noonan at all. Noonan was in the area. I thought he had his mitts on it. Just threw it away there. Quick kick forward again. Scrappy stuff here inside forward 54. The Roos. Gapin with skill. Hands over the top to Johnson. Johnson ducks 1, ducks 2, then bends it around the corner and bounces through for another behind Duff. And the margin now is quickly shot out to 15 points. So things can happen quickly here at North Hobart Oval. Through the fingertips of Salzberger. It's picked up by Creswell. Sending it inside forward 50. Quick kick away. Mark taken but not paid. Williamson tackles hard. And we will see a ball up.
Has it been down to the left of screen all quarter, Tubes? Maybe once.
It's been inside forward 50, 5 times to Clarence, 1 time to North Hobart this quarter, Duff. Quick kick out. Oh, great tackle laid by Sechuan. Doesn't he love it? Hard and rough. That's a good kick, but it's chopped off nicely by Hadfield. Hadfield out wide. It's picked up, quick kick forward again by Cooney, and Cooney finds Sylvester, who's probably been best on ground for my liking. Hills got his handball away just. Got again, there's a young man down there that's trying to cry to the umpires instead of going at the footy there, Duff, for North Hobart, and that may be the difference. Johnson with a clever kick, finds a man in Gapin. Gapin goes bang and kicks the goal. Well, incredible stuff there by the Roos, and their class is just showing out on top, as we'll see here on the Mood Food replay. They now lead by 21 points. Look at that kick. And then Gapin, round onto the right boot, just sends it home. Incredible stuff, but what a kick from Johnson. Down there in the forward 50. Clarence in charge. McLeod taps it down. The captain rode it well. Off to Gapin. Gapin now to Noonan. Noonan showing pace. Gets to 50. Goes long and deep. Bouncing ball over the back. At the back of the pack, there's a chance for Giles, but he can't quite get a hold of it. It goes through for another behind. 22 points the margin here. Clarence 6-8-44. Lead North Hobart 3-4-22. Free kick's been pulled out, going the way of that man there, Hasty, the captain. So from
don't take it out wide. Got to go down the guts of the ground there, Tubes.
Oh, Gapin just chips
Take
it off. Finds a man in Ward. Ward quickly moves it forward. Slips through the fingertips. This is what grand finals are made of, whether you can take that mark or not. McLeod with pace. Now goes through the middle. But guess who? Setchell. He's elite with his ball use there, Setchell. He finds a man in Cooney. Cooney again sends it long. Tapping it out. Good little kick off the ground from Boxall. Johnson left it behind. Spent it before he got it. He goes back in and he says, no, I would like to make another withdrawal. Noonan gets tackled with a quick kick forward and taking the grab down inside forward 50. The Roos will look to score here through, I think it's Hudson Ward, yep. So, what a premiership quarter from the Roos, Duff.
Yeah, flip the switch here.
They really have. Hudson Ward kicks one. And it is raining goals here at North Hobart. 50 plays 22, 28 points the margin, 13 minutes gone in this third term. And we see the mark there on the Mood Food replay. From one behind, the 1-1 position, he took a nice strong grab, Hudson. And he goes back, and that's a tough kick directly in front, Duff. They're the ones that used to make me nervous. On the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard, it is the Roos, 7-8-50, leading North Hobart 3-4-22 with a couple minutes to play in this third term. Sylvester again through the middle. Out towards Gapin. Quick handball off, chopped off nicely there by Clothier, who's been trying hard down in defence for the D's. Diving on it there, Hadfield. And the umpire, Roberts, will come in and ball it up.
I think that's probably 5 goals in a row, I think, to Clarence.
Yep.
Might be 6.
Tackle laid, a free kick going the way of Noonan. Arms up on the mark, please, Mr. Salzberger. Looks inboard to his captain, Harper. Harper says, I'll slow it down here. Looks long and deep, but it's chopped off easily by North Hobart. That should have been 50 there against Giles. Anyway, nothing doing. Salzberger, a little bit too much on it for him. Running through with pace. That's good by Cooney. And Cooney's got a free kick here. Sends it in. That's a great kick. Finds Gapin. Gapin off to Harper. Harper with a long kick deep inside forward 50. Punching over the back off the ground nicely. He's done it again. Harvey Hurd I'll tell you what, he loves to celebrate. He better come up all the way to the top end and give his mates a high five at the other end of the ground. He's kicked 2 goals in the grand final there, Harvey Hurd, and it was a beauty over the back. Just right place, right time, dribbles it through, and he loves it, doesn't he? Look at him on the Mood Food replay.
Very opportunistic.
And there it is, 3/4 time here at North Hobart Oval. It is Clarence 8-8-56 to North Hobart 3-4-22. Goal kickers for Clarence, 2 to Harvey Hurd, and then singles to Blake Harper, Max Gapin, Rylan Aziz, Hudson Ward, Riley Johnson and Noah Brown. And for North Hobart, Angus Cracknell with 1, Hasty with 1 and McLeod with 1. We will be right back in just a few moments. We're going to go down to the 3/4 time huddle, see what Coach Matthew Cracknell and Brad Hasty have to say to the North Hobart boys and Matty Gapin to the Roos. It is a 34-point margin in favour of the Roos. We'll be right back in just a few moments. Stick around here on Duff TV.
We've journeyed over the seas, expanded city streets, and pioneered new ways of doing things, so we could craft the greatest loaf of bread for all Tasmanians to taste. At the heart of Cripps are baking and community. At Cripps, we hand test our dough every day. Our flour comes from the finest wheat milled right here in Tasmania. And we employ over 200 Tasmanians to bake bread for 1,000 times that many. For over 140 years, we've been refining our craft. A century of early mornings, exploration and discoveries. With time comes quality. At Cripps, that's what we take pride in. Quality bread, baked for you, right here in Tasmania. We're proud of where we've come from, but we're even more excited about where we're headed. 140 years on, the journey's only just beginning. Cripps, baking for Tasmanians since 1878.
In today's world of self-service, it's nice to know that there's still a place where you can sit back and relax. Bennett's Driveway Service, now at Snug, Lerner Valley and Sandy Bay. For more than 40 years, Bennett's Petroleum has been there for all Tasmanians.
There's a sound. It's the sound of new beginnings. The heartbeat of change. To some, it's a loud voice. To others, it gently whispers. You'll know that sound when you hear it. Listen. Start your search.
We've journeyed over the seas, expanded city streets, and pioneered new ways of doing things, so we could craft the greatest loaf of bread for all Tasmanians to taste. At the heart of Cripps are baking and community. At Cripps, we hand test our dough every day. Our flour comes from the finest wheat milled right here in Tasmania. And we employ over 200 Tasmanians to bake bread for 1,000 times that many. For over 140 years, we've been refining our craft. A century of early mornings, exploration and discoveries.
All right, final term about to get underway here, ladies and gentlemen, in the under-12 STJFL Grand Final, the final Grand Final of the season. Coming up next, we've got some development games here being on the live stream, of course, with the under 13, under 14, and under 15 girls at the end of the day. But I tell you what, Duff, we are in for a terrific final term. I did notice that Matt Cracknell and Brad Hasty kept their charges a little bit longer there at North Hobart.
I don't know what they could say to them, Tubes. I think the game's probably gone by now.
Yep.
34 points, but you never know. They're going to need to kick, 6 goals to get up in this one, though.
Absolutely. McLeod's the man to do it. Back in the ruck. Noonan's really stepped up in the last half. Kicked off the ground nicely. McLeod goes in and gets it. Quick kick forward, and here's a chance as they get it down towards bound fourth. He left it behind, though. Setchell doing a great job. He's tackled without it and then spins out of trouble. What a move there from Setchell as he kicks it forward. Bouncing ball now. Bounces up into the arms of Giles. He gets his kick in towards the pocket, rolling it over the line for a boundary throw-in. It'll be one boundary throw-in, Duff.
They were good in that first half, weren't they? First quarter and a half, I thought they were excellent.
They were terrific.
Really took it up to the Roos.
Sylvester.
They've just flicked that switch here, Clarence. Let's see how it plays out, Tubes.
Yeah, Taj Brown on hands and knees, tries to shovel it out towards his teammates. Creswell there again, quickly handballed away. There he is, that man there. He's been very, very good too, Riley Johnson. Quick kick here forward by the Demons. Sylvester, who's had plenty of it, dodges one tackle, can't get away from Cracknell. Clever touch there as they move it forward again. Running and running and running. They kick it forward, and Johnson. He's been so good today.
Very, very slippery work there by the Roos.
Every time he goes near it, he looks dangerous. So Riley Johnson to kick from about 25 metres out.
Right on his limit, I'd say, but what would I know? Does it comfortably there, Tuba.
He really does, doesn't he? And wasn't it a magnificent kick as they come from everywhere to gather around Riley Johnson? Tell you what, it's a raffle for the award for best on ground today, because he'll be up there as we see on the Mood Food replay. Have a look at that.
Some good work on the mark there by the Demons, but it wasn't enough. And I thought he was a little bit too far out, but straight over the umpire's hat, and another goal to the Roos, and I make that 7 goals in a row.
Yeah, well, you are keeping the stats there. Mood Food, thank you very much for your replay. We must, of course, thank Coal River Valley Farm down there at Cambridge and Workshop Cafe Hobart as they go forward again, but it's chopped off nicely. He's been so good through the middle, the captain in Harper, as the kick comes forward. Spinning out of trouble, that was trying hard. Johnson there with a scooper out towards Gapin. Gapin just fleet of foot, isn't he?
Looks like he kicks either side of his body.
Yep, gotta be. Creswell inside forward 50 over the back. Here's a chance now for Taj Brown. He just can't get a hold of it. Shrugging the tackle. This man has been pretty good. Salzburger clearing now towards Balmforth.
Just need to get it forward. This is young Balmforth. Of course, his dad's a leading architect here in Tasmania. Tubes.
Right.
Yeah. It's put just about every building up that's going up in Hobart at the moment.
Yeah, good job. Now it comes forward again for the Roos.
Just hope North Hobart plays this out, can score a couple of goals, because I think they've been scoreless in this second half so far.
Yeah, they have. It's been, as you said, they really just flicked the switch, the Roos, didn't they?
Yep.
Balloons here everywhere, Duff.
Must be the water on the eastern shore. It must be better or something, because this will be, I think, 3 flags for Clarence.
Yep.
In the last 2 weeks.
A big tackle laid on Ollie Jones. And that was, of course, Archie Murrell, who we love calling his name, don't we? The little party out the back with the hairdo. McLeod's been good. Salzburger's tried hard. His kick's untoward, finds Lee Song. Now they go again. Lee Song just ran over the footy. Umpire's pulled out a free kick. It'll go to him. So Charlie Lee Song will get the free kick. Looking to go inside forward 50 again. McLeod just slipped through his fingers. Salzberger just trying to shrug through the tackle.
He's
there.
a soldier, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Sylvester ducks the head. Got the top knot and Hills there. And we'll see a ball up.
Do you think Clarence are just going to let North Hobart go forward and just give them another goal?
No, that's not how they operate. So we must have missed a goal there somewhere. I'll have a look. 9.
It's up against the metre thing. Yep.
Yeah, I've got 9-8, but 9-8 doesn't mean 62, does it? Yeah, it does. So I've missed a goal. There we go. 40 points of margin. Don't know where we missed that one, Duff. Jerry's looking at me too.
What's going on up there? The sting's gone out of this game a little bit.
It has. There's a 50-metre penalty. It was a good effort by the captain Hasty. Kick comes inside. Bowenforth over the back, Salzberger. And that's just been the difference, I think, with North Hobart. They've just not been clean enough against this side. Quick kick forward there as the ball rolls at the back. Spinning out of trouble, getting it away, Brown. It's coming back though. Handball in towards Salzberger. Oh, Gapin! Wow! What a tackle there by Gapin. We'll have a look at that again if we can, Jero, on the replay. That was a brilliant tackle. Have a look at this. Salzberger just thought, I'm out here. And Gapin, oh no, we've missed it. We cut it off, sorry. Now they're out. Noonan. Past McLeod. Past Smith. Got his kick into the middle of the ground and taking it on his hands and knees. Noonan. Off to Lee Song. Lee Song gets it forward again. Bouncing ball here at half forward for the Roos. Kicking it off the ground was Clothier. Noonan. Cooney, sorry. Up to Gapin from Lee Song. That's a quick kick forward. Punched away there by Caswell. Quick kick again by the D's. Bouncing ball. McLeod's going to arrive. He handballs over the top to his running man in Hills, who drives the ball forward. Something's going on here with this sound. And anyway, righto. Jake Smith has it at half forward. Umpire's pulled out a free kick here. It's going to that man there in the vice captain Eden Hills. Not sure what that was from there. Sorry, folks, with our technical difficulties. But Hills has come deep inside forward 50. He's just on his journey here, I would have thought. So he sends it low. And that's a good lead and a strong mark to Jake Smith. Better position here for Smith. So, a bit of a consolation here for Smithy, if he can drive it through. He's pretty happy with it, Jake Smith. And that is another goal to North Hobart. So 4-4-28, North Hobart. Clarence 9-8-62. With a beautiful goal by Jake Smith. Bit of, as I said, a consolation goal because the game is beyond them. It is 34 points the margin as it was at quarter time. As they ring in the changes here at North Hobart Footy Club. A couple of players come on in the form of Goldner and Sullivan. Out it comes now for Cracknell. Pops it up. Just went the man, not the ball. Did Balmforth. Quick handball over the top from Banks. In towards Maundrell. Gapin with a step. Back to Maundrell. Gets tackled by McLeod. Beautiful tackle. Gapin again with that dicky little step. It's great. As he kicks it forward, there's a couple of jets fly over the top here. You can hear them. There they go. Wow. Doing a flyby. We just had to volume down on that. They were quick. Nice strong mark there to Hills. And Hills will take the free kick from the back pocket. Or half-back flank if you like. Working to the front, Harper. Now a chance gave him, that might have been Cooney actually. No, quick kick forward there by Sward. Off now to Brown, who gets a kick forward. Chance Razzies over the ball, back, bouncing ball, quick dribbler. As is laying the pressure, but great defensive work by Caswell to get it away. Out towards his mate Aitken, Hills, and chopping it off, Harper. Harper spinning around, sending a worm burner down forward. Handball over the top. Here's Creswell. Brown. Can't get it away. Nicely picked up by Lockie Fox. Foxy goes back again and kicks it away. Oh, but it's only going to be chopped off by Ollie Hill, who plays on quickly and sends it low. In towards his man down there in Williamson. Great work by Hills just to get out of spin out of trouble. Fox just left the ball behind. And trying hard, Will Massey will see a free kick as Foxy just does a little bit of pushing, shoving. We'll see a ball up. 11 minutes gone in the fourth term, 3 minutes to go. This man's probably been best on as, unfortunately, it is gone out of bounds. Sylvester's been very, very good. Not sure who's going to win the medal though. As the ball rolls down Letitia Street. And there's a man doing a bit of work. McLeod up against his man there, Banks. Quick kick forward. That's a great kick. Oh, Brown just dropped the easiest of marks. Now the ball rolling. Here he is. Setchell. Setchell gets it forward. Geez, great with the footy. Creswell. Big tackle laid by Cracknell. It's great to see that those boys haven't given up. And it'll be a free kick going to Cracknell. Cracknell sends it long. Finds a man in Clothier, who's been good down back for the D's. Salzberger using his pace. Then the left foot burner down inside forward 50. Here's a chance over around the back. Running onto it there is Brocky Sullivan. He gets his kick forward and it rolls through for a behind in front of Archie Murrell. Archie Murrell says, "I'll take the kick, thanks boys." And goes long towards McLeod. But McLeod can't chop it off. Good mark taken by Banks. Banks chipping over the top to Johnson. So the Rileys doing it together. McLeod chops it off again and gets a kick forward. Running through there was Smith. Smith just ran out of room. And it'll be another boundary throw-in. So as we said, the sting really went out of this game in the third term. But I tell you what, it was a cracking effort there by the Clarence Footy Club. Johnson there, picking it up. Smith. Quick kick forward there by Balmforth. Goes through for a goal. So a little bit more respectability added to the scoreboard, and we'll have another look at that replay there for the goal. Thanks to Mood Food. The ball came in beautifully and Boundforth just rove to the right spot there. It set up beautifully for him. Tough spot to kick a goal from, right side for a left footer though, and he bangs it through. So North Hobart 5-5-35, trailing Clarence 9-8-62. The first goal for North Hobart for a long, long time after Jake Smith's previous goal. Noonan inside forward 50 into the path of his mate Williamson. Now around the corner here, Clarence go forward again. It's chopped off by Hills. Now a chance out the back. Good work by little man Taj Brown, but he got wrapped up in a massive tackle there by Clothier. And there it is. It is a Clarence Roos victory. They are the premiers in the STJFL under 12s for season 2018. Clarence 9-8-62 defeat North Hobart 5-5-35. Goal kickers for the D's. It was all singles to Boundforth, Cracknell, Hasty, McLeod and Smith. And for the Roos, it was a big day for them. 2 goals to Riley Johnson, Harvey Hurd, and then singles to Blake Harper, Maxie Gapin, Rylan Aziz, Hudson Ward and Noah Brown. Of course, we must thank our little mascot down there from the Roos who will be celebrating today, Charlie Johnson. And this is what we like to see, the boys shaking hands after a huge game of footy. It was the third quarter that they really turned it on, the Roos, and ended up defeating the North Hobart Demons by a margin of 27 points. They just went bang, 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 bang in the third quarter, as we see Riley as is there with a ligament tear that we saw him a couple of weeks ago. But anyway, they come in, the boys all hugs and kisses down there at the Clarence Roos. Best on ground, gee, it's a hard pick, but I tell you what, for North Hobart, it'd have to be Harry McLeod or Nathaniel Salzberger, who are very, very good through the middle. Angus Cracknell had a great game as well. Jakey Smith in patches did okay too. For the Roos, what a team effort, massive from all of their big names. Darcy Noonan really turned it on after the first quarter. Riley Johnson was huge, but I think best on ground, even though he didn't trouble the Jackson Motor Company scoreboard, I think he had a massive, massive game, and that'll be close to call. But Harry Sylvester was massive, and I think he would be favourite for best on ground. He was very well supported, as I said, by Darcy Noonan, Riley Johnson, and other players such as Max Gapin in patches as well. Riley Banks was good in stages. Fletcher Richards was very good. You could go on and on. Charlie Lee Song as well. Noah Brown kicked a goal. It was just a massive team effort, and they are very well coached by Matty Gapin down there, as we see the boys just shaking hands. The captain, Blake Harper, led from the front. He was very good too. And they're going in for lollies right now. A big handful taken, snatched by the big fella there. Like seagulls on chips down there, Duff, capturing the moment where they all just go berserk for sugar. And look at Gav Kearney, he'll go in there too, he'll grab a couple. But they are the premiers for 2018, the Clarence Roos. Duff doing a bit of directing down there. Nice work, Martin Duffy. As the North Hobart boys arrive, and we will wait for the presentation. I'll be very interested to see who wins the best on ground for this game. as we wait for Tony Gibson, the Master of Ceremonies, to arrive. A big solid effort from the North Hobart boys today, though. They came out and they were fired up and ready to go. And unfortunately just got run over the top of in the third term, which was massive. 7 goals, 7 unanswered goals there at one stage in favour of Clarence, as the boys are throwing lollies over from the Clarence. This is great to see. Such respect by both of these footy sides for each other. Anyway, down to Tony Gibson.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What a great day we've ended up with today after the miserable day yesterday for the Cripps STJFL Under-12 Grand Final. Congratulations to the Clarence Footy Club on being Premiers 2018. Commiserations to the North Hobart team. You put up a fabulous effort. Really strong first half, overrun in the third quarter there, but your efforts to get to the grand final today is really fantastic, and congratulations, and hold your head high. I'd now like to welcome the coach of North Hobart to the microphone to say a few words. Thanks, Brad.
Yeah, look, thanks to Clarence and Kat and his coaching team over there. It's I think for the last couple of years, Clarence have certainly been the yardstick and sort of what certainly us and the other clubs in the age group sort of see as that's what we've got to sort of live up to or compete against. So since the start of the year to now, the margins have been less. I think they've got from about 80 points to start with down to 20 odd or whatever it was today. So the gap's closing. Weren't able to get it done today, but I think the first half we certainly showed that we've got the team here that we believe can win a premiership, regardless of who we play. It's certainly very exciting going into next season. So congratulations, Clarence, well deserved. Best team won on the day. Enjoy it. Enjoy the lollies.
Enjoy the chocolates, he says. There we go.
Thanks, Brad. I'd now like to welcome the coach of the Clarence team, Matt Gapin, to the microphone.
Cat Gapin, a legend of the Clarence Footy Club and a very, very good coach.
Thank you very much to Brad and Crackers and the North Hobart boys. They certainly put up a great fight today and certainly put a big scare in the first half, and if they kicked a bit straight, it could have been probably further in front. So a great effort to those boys. I think, you know, in the years to come, we'll have some good matches, and we really look forward to it. Thanks to the STJFL, the umpires, and all the sponsors for today. A big thank you for a few people that helped me out, not only this year, but from years gone by, and that's my right-hand man, Kearns, who helped me coach through right from under 8s through to under 12s, and looks beautiful in the pink today doing the running. To Setch, Gilesy and Hilly, who have helped out all along and always there for training to help me out. To the best manager in the business, to Bink, and her old man, Poppy Duff, who's helped out over the years, has been sensational. A great group of parents. I'm very proud of this young group. We're certainly challenged today, which is what it's all about, and it's good learning for them going forward. So congratulations, boys. It's pretty hard to go through unbeaten and then getting it done on the big day. So well done to all these young men, and hope you enjoy the day. So thank you very much.
We'll now invite Matt to call out the players to receive their premiership medallion.
Okay, first one is Ryland Aziz. Well done, mate.
Kick the goal.
Riley Banks. Taj Brown. Noah Brown. Daniel Cooney.
Very good.
Joshua Creswell. Max Gapin. Arlie Giles. Ollie Hill. Harvey Hurd.
Crowd favourite there.
Riley Johnston. Charles Leesong. Will Massey. Jack Maundrell. Archie Murrow. Darcy Noonan. Fletcher Richards. Owen Setchell. Lucas Sword. Harry Sylvester. Hudson Ward. Danica Williams-Buck. Ethan Williamson. And the skipper of the side, Blake Harper. Well done.
Yeah, credit to North Hobart. They put up a great fight. Gave us a bit of a scare in the first half, so yeah, I was a bit nervous. Yeah, credit to our boys. Put up a great fight. We undefeated all year, bit of pressure, so yeah, thanks. Thanks to all the parents and spectators for coming along and watching, and yeah, thank you.
Well spoken, young man. Good job.
What a fantastic speech, well done. And the Premiership medallion for the coach, Matt Gapin. Presentation of the Cripps STJFL 2012 Premiership Cup to Clarence, captain and coach. Congratulations.
Well, there we go. Clarence are the champions of 2018 STJFL under-12s. They are the premiers. As I see the boys now just getting ready for the official photographs, etc. Martin Duffy there, right at the bottom of your screen. Good to see him. And look at that. Owen Setchell down the front, just grabbing a hold of it. Nice work by you, young man. As the parents gather round. And they were certainly the best team of the year and the best team of the day today here in the STJFL Under-12 Grand Final. Repeating the score, it was Clarence defeating North Hobart 9-8-62 to 5-5-35. A 27-point margin in the end. It was a third quarter that blew North Hobart away. And the Clarence Roos remain the favourites and, well, were the favourites and the winners on the day. Well, we'll take a few more. We might get the song down there, but I think I'll leave it here for your commentary. My name is Tubes Taylor. Congratulations to the Clarence Roos premiers for 2018 in the STJFL Under-12s.
Once again, congratulations to Clarence 2018 Cripps STJFL Premiers. And on behalf of the STJFL, I would like to thank all the spectators and parents that have come along and supported the game today. Thank you very much.